Alright, welcome back to Map Gaming. I've started to add more. I've started to add more to the industrial zone that we will once eventually set up. So just so we got this clear, I got the ferry plank, log, whatever builder, and then I put a gear workshop in there. Obviously, I kind of cut away this. We're going to wait on a few pieces. Once this is complete, we're going to go in with 2 windmills, and then we should be all set on that one. I've added some storage just for that. We are going to then slowly upgrade our water pumps. I don't have any workers. We should be okay. Anyway, I want to slowly upgrade our water pumps to the 2 pump ones, and then I think once we get a TNT production going, that'll probably be once we officially set this up. But as of right now, I want to prioritize those to haulers so that we can actually get stuff over here. Let's kick this into 3 times speed so we can start actually accomplishing a few things. I did turn on these water pumps, one because we have the Beavers too, and it just kind of makes sense. I'm okay with this stuff dying. We got a full reservoir along with a few. We don't have Jack. I don't know why we don't have Jack, but it is what it is. So we have things available and they should be being sent over here. We're also, if you remember correctly, we were also at the point of building this up so that we could actually maybe live down here, do something down here. I'm not really quite sure. And I'm pretty sure because of the pumping, we pretty much just killed all of that. But this would also be a great place to put a bigger pump. One, to get these filled. And all that stuff. We got 13 days, we got 9 days left. We shouldn't really have an issue in that department. I'm glad that we have all of this built. We probably need to put the storage unit over here for this exact thing. And what I want to do is I want to make these top priority and then this one a secondary priority. That way we can do what we need to do there. We can delete this. We can delete this. Once I'm ready to split this up, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build houses over here to start getting some beavers motivated to move over here. Just so that we can actually be ready for that and then we don't take a dip over here or over here. We should have, yes, we have workers. We're really starting to dip into our reservoir a little bit. So that's kind of where that comes from. Do I have any spare workers? No. So this, and our farmland is fully mobilized as far as everything is concerned. Why didn't you play that one? Ooh, we need to play this one too. And we can pause this one. We have 2 jobs that need. I want to go down on that one, and then this. Oh, this farmer we can go down to 1, and that should theoretically. Yep. Now we're all even Steven. So now we just gotta hope that we can make it out of this bad tide, in all honesty. Okay, so we do have grilled potato guy working, so this should up that, which is great. Sunflowers, like I said. You know what? I want to wait. We probably have a beaver in there. We can pause all of these. And then construction site. I'm going to do that down to that. And then let's get... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We are going to cut all of this down. And in doing that, I'm going to... Oh. We're going to clear all this out. And then we're going to make... I feel like we gotta make one over here. It's going to somewhat suck, but... Putting in TNT right here, then we'll make all of the... We're going to cut away all these trees. And I'm going to start growing, I think, more sunflower seeds over here just to get this to actually be viable. And we can play that. Obviously, we have to wait until this drought is over with before we do anything like that. But for the time being, we should be all set. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to do. We are pretty much trying to survive. No water, no water. So these guys are solely dependent on getting some water from this area. So we're going to see how long 700 water lasts us. And we're going to put this up to a higher priority because we need to play both of these. Not really quite sure where that water is going to come from, but we might as well get this last little whatever out of it so we're able to supply all of our peeps. Now I'm going to pause this one. This is full, so we're going to pause this and we're going to let it run. Hopefully this little bucket lasts 6 days, and then we're able to kind of figure some stuff out. Obviously we want to keep the crops going, but we do need to make sure that water is... And this is just so untapped. I wish we had more. But we should be fine with what we got. We'll get this going, get this built. Will kind of help with the chaos of up here. It was just mainly because in between the drought and the bad tide and the drought, we weren't able to fully restock again. So that's where that problem comes in. But we will manage our water. Hopefully we can get this going. We have 700. We might be pushing our luck just a little bit on this one. But I have faith. I have faith. Alright, we need one more plank and then we will be all set to go on this. I don't know if it happens to you, but anytime I talk about water, I get exceedingly thirsty. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, back to our problems at hand. We're almost done over here. That will help with that. We just need to get this guy going. And like I said, out of all of them, I'm probably only going to probably going to play these two. Let's see what they need. This needs 250. The TNT guy is over here. And that needs 150. So I believe between these wheels, these 3 wheels, we should have enough power. It's possible we won't, but you can hope, right? I really wish this was a little bit more effective. No goods. I think that should solve that problem. Yeah, we don't need you right now. Alright, how are we doing? 3 days, 700 water. We're good to go. We will make it. That ain't no problem at all. So, hope everybody's having a good time. I hope everybody's enjoying this. I'm definitely kind of enjoying this. Actually, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I like the rules, or the rule. So far, we only got one. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the rule that we're having. It is definitely making this a little bit more challenging. And probably, we're being able to play this in a manner that we were supposed to play this in. To some degree, because I mean, usually when I play this game, I don't care about districts. It is just strictly going from one spot to another. I build and distances don't really seem to bother me. So you still got one log. You cannot do anything anymore, so we might as well pause you. And then you guys can get jobs here, which will then finish this off. We can come over here and start cutting this stuff down, because there's a pathway there. Like I said, just trying to clean everything off so we have a nice even cut. We're going to start building some houses here, get those going. We'll wait until these logs get distributed out. Might as well kind of do something like that. Obviously, there's no pathway down there yet, but we will be fine with that. There we go. Clean that up just a little bit. Alright, good deal. Alright, and we'll work on this. I don't know if we have beavers to do. Yes, we do. So we'll start cutting this down. We obviously have the logs. We probably need to start shipping logs over here. What is our... Alright, we do not have full ears. And I gotta figure out where we put the planks. And we got one plank. So, let's go to... We can probably... bump that up just a little bit. And this is always going to be an issue, but like I said, we'll get a bunch of beavers back when we're not having to worry about them building and maintaining basically a secondary area. So this will definitely become a lot easier for our farm beavers once we have a bunch of this kind of taken care of and set up in a different kind of manner. We are about to have to start pumping for our lives. I mean, we made it, but we're going to need way more, because the droughts are only going to start getting harder. Let's play you. We can actually pause one of you. You can handle that amount of trees. We have a little bit of a tapper shack going. Alright, we already have district, the capital working. I want these all at higher priorities, so we can get that water restocked and start helping our other people. And then now that this is flowing, I want this to be worked on, and I want this to be worked on. Right now we can pause you because logs are not important in this area. I need you to be played. You might go down to 1 worker. You'll go down to 1 builder. You'll go down to 1 hauler. How are we looking in District 2? We have 2 jobs that we need help on. And that is you 2. Alright, we got a firework person. I'll put that as a medium priority. You should have most of what you need. I wish we could do more. Alright, this will buy us time in some sense, so we can hope that these will grow. They're 50%, 12 days, so they have 6 days worth of growing left. We'll see what we can manage. But yeah. Hopefully we get a smaller drought after this. That would be the best news that we could do. Alright, pause you. Fill you up. You're already pumping. That's good. I don't really know what else. Wait, how are we doing over here? You have 7 beavers that need a job. I don't even know what else we can be doing. Yeah, I don't even, I really, oh, well we could, nope. I mean, at this point, play. There you go, we got more beavers growing. I mean, I don't even know what you do at this point. Yeah, I mean, we could put more in here. I don't know what that's going to do, but we got more in there. So, there you go. They're pumping away. They're doing what they need to be doing. I need to start obtaining and obtaining. And then we can have this one supplied to other warehouses so we can get those going. Oh man, stressful, stressful, stressful. Alright, do we have a tapper shot? I don't see a need to get you anything important. We'll pause you. You played a bad tide. Of course. Alright, well at least we'll be able to maintain power over here. Which is, I mean, always good. And then we're getting close to having this built. Which, I mean, we need it. We're starting to fill up. We got 3 days to pump as much water as humanly possible. And I feel like we should be able to accomplish that. Because we're probably going to be entering a very unhappy drought. If I'm being perfectly honest with us. Can we get that? Oh, we didn't get it in time. Never mind. Yeah. We're gonna have to wait on that. We don't have any food. Why do we not have any food up here? Can we get, like... Can we get some food? Shouldn't be that hard. How are we doing over here? Okay, we're about to get a buttload of food. Alright. Yeah, we should be fine. I mean, obviously they're about to do a massive harvest. We got 6 beavers going to town on this, so this shouldn't really be too big of a problem. Can't believe we had that big of a problem though. That's the crazy part. Alright, how are we doing over here? We're getting this built slowly but surely. Obviously it doesn't help when we have to go across the map. Yeah, we don't have any metal, but we'll be able to fix this relatively soon. In all honesty, just because of... Alright, we can pause and play. We got 1 day left. And we do not have a whole lot of carrots. Alright, we are going to be able to fix most of our growing problems, or at least feeding problems. You got 2, you got 1. Yeah, we put ourselves in... Why do you have a job? I think I gave you a job so you could do... Help people. Or regrow trees. Bump you up to 2. Alright, I think that will do. Starting to get more water, which is fantastic. I don't know why we're not able to at least fill one of these up in the amount that we were given. Let's pause. How much water do we have? We have 213. We don't have jack. Global, we got some potatoes. We got a lot of potatoes. We got very little sunflowers. Pause. Don't need cross contamination. Fix that. And fix that one. Pause, pause, pause. It's another 15-day one. This one's lighter than the last one, so we should be able to make this one no problem. Alright, and with that being said, I want you already have someone. Let's play you. And how many beavers? We got 2 extra beavers. Let's work on food. There, now we got no extra beavers. And then everything up here is about to die. How do we do on food? I mean, we did alright. We could have done better, but I mean, well, it's still plausible here. And we're doing pretty good on blocking most of this. This might be coming through because of... I mean, I can live with this little contamination here. We're not really going to be building that close. But if I can block this off, get this hole in the ground, then we can expand sunflower seeds to this whole area. And then we'll be in a good spot. Obviously, I probably use this guy, grow some herbs right here, and then we will work with that. How are we doing on power supply? All right, we're lacking a little bit, but why do we have 11 beavers sleeping outside? Why do you have 29 beavers? Hold on. Something went wrong. We did something wrong. All right, so 21, 22, 23. Minimum. I wish we could put a maximum. Automatically emerge, enabled. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll go with that. Why are you guys doing this? Alright, hopefully that'll stop them from going over there. Alright, did we finish this? We did. Sweet. Let's detonate this as our first bombage. Power. Rotate. And we even did this one. Sweet. Let's go in over here. And then we can do something like that. Alright, I'm trying. To do that, so then we can come over here and build windmills. We can build windmills, then we'll be in a much better spot. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, we got 2 for backups. I'm gonna destroy both of these. Come over here, get this big pump. Rotate. Seriously. Need a 3. Yes. Oh. Where is it? You know what? We'll actually go this way. And then delete this one. And then now we can come over here with the big water pump. Something like that. Alright, sweet. Highest priority. That way, now we can drain all of this down. And we should be good. Alright, how are we doing? We need 2 extra beavers. Guess what? You are in the workplace. Let's pause you because you're not important, but this is very important. Get that pumping. We almost have the TNT to change this around, which I am loving, by the way. And then we'll be able to keep all of this green, make all of this sunflowers. I'll probably end up putting in another farm, because guess what? We have 3 beavers over here at the minimum working. That's another beaver house. Yep, I like that. I need to click district too, because apparently we got yeah, I can't do anything for contaminated beavers, but injured beavers, we can go over here to the wellness thing and we can build those and get those going. So that'll help that cause out just a little bit. Obviously, okay, pause. We don't want that. I want that at higher priority, but we don't need that going just yet. Let's get the wellness going. We have a flooding building? Oh, yes. And we can pause you. And we probably need to pause you. And that's a lack of not getting that built in time. And we have very little food, which we need to work on because we have a whole buttload. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Pause. Get that going. That is emergency number uno. Yep, get that filled, get that going back. Alright, then come to the fluid dump. And then we can build this up, and like I said, that'll help that out. Oops, we need to figure this out. You don't need a job anymore, but we need water in there. Alright, you're watering that up, you're watering that up. We have 8 days, we have 900 water. If need be, can start pumping out of this one, which I'd probably go these two first. One, we have probably a buttload of beavers being built over here. Was the power output? Not bad. Not that. We got 700. We're drawing 400, which is fine. We get all this built. Probably going to put another plank master right here. Ugh. It's nuts. Alright, we need... Need... Always... Yes. We're gonna go 15%. Hopefully that helps. Because, I mean, we got 2 haulers in here. We got 1 in here. We need to start sucking some of this water over this way. Let's cut you down to 1. Let's play both of you. We'll start sucking this one dry a little bit. But we're definitely starting to kick up more work, which is fantastic. Yes. All right. Good deal. And we are super thirsty over here. I don't know what to do. Hopefully these guys don't die. District 1, we got more sick beavers. We're doing better on the homeless aspect, but our farm village isn't really helping export a whole bunch. Let's pause, and pause. Let's come over here. We can kick that down to 1. We'll kick that down to 2. And then start hopefully doing something with this, because we're about to lose a whole population of beavers over here. So hopefully they'll start actually... Alright, so at least we have water coming over here now. Not a lot, and we have some food. That is crazy. But we're getting food, we're getting water. That's the important thing. And that's helping us out a lot. Alright, good deal. Yep. Alright, so we're starting to see a lot less bubbles over here. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of items to spare, but we got food. At least a little bit of food. Enough to put off drought or hunger or whatever. We're pumping this out. Once this is done, I'll get rid of this, and then we'll put a double over here. That way, if we need to, we can suck this one dry. Eventually, like I said, what I'm probably going to do... You're full. You're full. What I'm probably going to do is dig out a trench right here. Leave this wall barricade right here. Dig this out a little bit. Even if I need to put like a pathway or something in. To kind of cross over, but just anything to get a little bit of extra water, because right now I think that's our biggest issue, is we don't have any place to really put water storage. What we could start doing now that we have TNT access is when we have bad water, send it out this way. And then if we send it out that way, then that will fix that problem. Alright, let's pause, and play. And then you can start sucking that out. We got 3 days. I mean, I don't really see a whole lot of benefit in doing anything, so... And then we can also build this one going this way. We do that, then we can get rid of this. Build up this. I come across here, build up a pathway. That way, then we have water. Build. And then go this way, and then we could put sluices in front of these. Alright, we're going to start coming up with a plan, but first we got to make the transfer. We got to transfer power over. In District 2, we are building a buttload, not really bringing in much, but it is amazing how much water this thing brings in. Good Lord. So worth it. Alright, trash that one. Trash that one. Put in a double. We have to get rid of all of that. Now let's put in a double. And then, oh, sorry, forgot to click the button. And then obviously we have 6 people in this, so it is what it is, but having these 2 going, we wouldn't need this one, and then we could pump a buttload of water. Yeah. This, I'm thinking we put a pathway here. Pathway here. Like that, and then pipe it out this way. Let's see what that looks like. Because I can put barriers up. And what we could actually do is go down one more. So we could build this TNT, go down one more, put logs in this place right here, and totally wooden this up. So that way when it comes across, we don't need contamination barriers. I don't think. How much are these? What is this? It's 1 metal for an impenetrable floor. So if we did that, that's 1 metal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12, that's 24 pieces of metal. And then if we went down one more, what is that? Hold on, we're doing math real quick. Apparently it's bigger math than what I am used to doing in my head, at least efficiently. That makes sense. Alright, so we need 144 planks. And why am I not moving? That's not what I want. No, you got me flustered. Alright, open this sucker up. Open that sucker up. Play you, play you, play you. That's still bad water, but we'll make it work. And then, how many jobs does District 2 need? You only need 1? Oh yeah, because we got rid of that job. Let's get him going. We don't have anybody going over here, which is fine. We haven't even started on that. We have any of these guys? Nope. And we don't need 5 in there. 3's fine. I can live with 3. Get you going again. We need you going, and we can pause you. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this thing going here pretty soon. I don't know if I can handle that. We'll go down to 2. You're at 2. I need 1 more of you. Alright, District 2 needs 2 jobs. want this to be our primary focus, because if we have 2 of these going, then we are aces, right? Yep. Working out beautifully. Can't do anything here because obviously it's still filled with bad water. We need a drought. Droughts need to happen. How are we doing up here? This seems to balance it itself out. We have food. They are getting water now, which is excellent. This maintain water? It did maintain water. We need 1 more gear, a couple more logs, and treated planks. Do we have any treated planks? We have 21 treated planks. We are golden on that. What we are going to do is, I don't know if we can afford it, but we'll do this and start cutting down all of that. And then we can obviously cancel all of this. Pause that. Pause that. And we have a drought approaching. Fantastic. How are we doing? Alright, we got 1 extra. I mean, this is fine. It's going to be a little bit slower, but I think we'll be okay. And then we can pause, and then now we got 3. Prioritized by haulers, get all of this going. We got 6, 7, we got 8 people pumping water. That is massive. We are out of logs. Isn't that crazy? We went from having like 3 full stacks to nada, zilch, 0. There we go. Now that's fully laid out. I like it. I like it a lot. Almost full. We got 2 days left. We're not careful, we'll fill those up too. These are full, which is fantastic because in all honesty, I don't think they're going to go through that much water. They have a log storage now. So apparently that's all we needed. That's all we needed to do. Oh man, things got so much better with that. Alright, how do I want to do this? Is there anything better we could be growing? So sunflowers make sense. Wheat does not because we need more, and then we can't grow anything that involves water because we don't have any way of getting it. Good way would be to basically carve out a huge spot right here, and then we can just feed water in from there. I mean, that's a way to go. Alright, it looks like we are pretty much locked in tight on full amounts of water. Right now we're trying to fill these 2 tanks up, which is great. I think it might be time, the start of next episode, to start actually building this. We'll build it, get these beavers situated, because right now they got the logs. This will free up beavers and they won't have to travel necessarily so far, but it'll still be a distance. And then we can get to work on this. I'm gonna look into it. I'll look at some videos, but right now I'm looking at just either using the levees as, you know, a base along with the sides, or we might use because I don't need you guys pumping. How many? Oh, 11 days. That is nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. That's a light sentence for us. All right, so we're gonna let that roll. We're gonna kick it into 1 speed. Yeah, so I'll do some research to see what's the best alternative for this, and then we will figure that out from there. But yeah, it's time to split this away from the herd, and then in doing so, we'll be able to have actual beavers building us some stuff, and yeah, life will be great. So if you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. I do appreciate it. Leave a comment. Still need a name for District 2. We got Leathertails Capital as District 1. So yeah, leave a like, comment, and think about subscribing, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.